Alright, so I've gotten time to prepare everything that we might need, and I've also created a very nice prompt that we're going to use for this exercise. So let me list down what we are going to need and then we can proceed. First and foremost, the prompt that we're going to paste into ChatGPT is this. And then we shall need ChatGPT, of course, the free version. But of course, you can go to work. But for this purpose, I'm going to use the free version. This is Chat, which is in 5.6. And then we are going to need VS Code or another code editor, but I would prefer you use VS Code. So that much more said, let us begin. So our prompt here says that I want you to help me build a polished invoice generator web app from scratch using AI. The finished app should allow user to, so briefly enter what I need the app to have. For example, a user should come and enter their business profile, their company details, client, invoice number, and so on and so forth. And then if you want to go more about this, you can pause the video and then you can read the prompt, but I'll not go much into it. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy this to avoid wasting a lot of my time. Copy this, I'm going to right click and I'm going to paste it in ChatGPT. So let ChatGPT do its thing and then we shall have to go and create the VS Code. So we're going to vibe code this application in real time. Alright, so ChatGPT will tell us we're going to build this React TypeScript and write. Doesn't matter if you don't know, just follow along and then you will actually master this. You don't have to be a software programmer or coder to know these things, but for you just realize that ChatGPT will guide each and every step-by-step process. So it says we are building this as a React TypeScript and write. It's fast, simple to deploy later, needs no backend, and this is a deal for you to build. I think we are okay with this React TypeScript and write. If you want more, you can add. So we'll keep this very practical. One stage, you run it, confirm, we continue. So that's the beauty of it, that ChatGPT, I'm not going to use Codex or any other tool, but ChatGPT will tell you that we're done with this step, let's go to this step. We have done this step, let's go to this step. So it gives us stage one, create the project. So as I've told you that you have to open your VS Code. So ChatGPT will tell us the command that we're going to use on terminal. So it says open PowerShell or terminal in the folder you want the project stored. So you can go ahead and just create it here on the VS Code. But however, now for my case, I'm just going to dump it in volume D. So I'm going to create a new folder for it, and I'm going to name it Invoice Generator. Invoice Generator. After that, we're going to double click this, and as you see, it give us open PowerShell or terminal. So, and you run this. So I'm just going to go ahead and open the terminal here. Can I do this? Open terminal. As you can see, just right click and then open terminal will come, then open terminal. So as it says, you have to run this. So just go ahead and copy this. You don't have to even read about what it says. Just go ahead and copy that as it has said. Come to your terminal here and then you paste it here. So to paste, you're going to just do right click. Don't control V or control anything. Just do right click. I can't, here's my mouse, but I'm going to just click this. Once you right click, it will definitely show here. Then after that, you just press the enter button from the screen. Once I click enter, it will go ahead and do its thing. That is creating for us that template. All right, so once that is done, well, it gives us the link for our localhost. Localhost is where we're going to see this application in real time in our computer right now. So I'm going to open this localhost so that you can see it. So as you can see, it's 5173. Sometimes it's 3000, doesn't matter. Whatever it gives it what you write. So I've used it before, that's why you can say I'm able to go ahead and just find it in my history. So it has given us, this is what it has given us. It says this creates a new React project called Invoice Generator. So as you can see, this is a folder we accepted, Invoice Generator, and just gone ahead and created for us all these folders on our behalf. So after running it, you should see a right create the project successfully, and usually something like this. So I'm going to go ahead and tell it we are done. Send me what happened in your terminal, or just case we are done, and we'll start launch. So I'm just going to paste we are done. If you have enough time, you can even send us a screenshot. But now for my case, I'm just say we are done, and then we'll go ahead in the next step. So it says we install the project, run these commands one by one. So it says run it one by one. This opens what? Opens that invoice generator. However, for my case, I'm just going to open it on Visual Studio Code. So I'm going to go ahead and open folder and locate the very one you've created, so which is the invoice generator. And this one. So go ahead and open the folder. Okay. There's another folder inside it. Yeah, there are two folders. So I'm just going to go ahead and open the right folder. Okay, open folder. Invoice Generator. Then open this one. So we want to make sure that all our details are listed on the the left side of our dashboard. So we go ahead and run the command that I said one by one. So you can copy all and run all of them at once, but if I said one by one, go ahead and do it one by one. Enough for my case, let me just try first folder. Go ahead and paste all at once. Okay. There was a problem with this. Cannot find path because this was actually telling it open. However, it could not find path. So I'm just go ahead and we'll go ahead and follow the next ones. So npm install, we'll go ahead and install that thing for us. And once that is done, it gives us a local host. However, this one now give us 4, but I think 3 is in use. You can still close the generator, or you can go ahead and even use 4. So I'm just going to go ahead and tap to 4, and it is here. Same thing. So after that, it has built it. All right, so once you have run that, it says that the npm install downloads everything the React project needs, and the run dev starts the local development server. So as you can see, the run dev started this server, and then the installed for us 28 packages in 18 seconds, and so on and so forth. So if you do something like so, open that local. So I'm going to go ahead and just screenshot this. So I'm just going to open my snapping tool. Then I open. I'm going to go ahead and screenshot this so I can attach it to it and understand that what you're working on. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that. I paste it here. And then I think I would also copy our output just for you to understand the concept that we are running in a certain folder. It is 5174 and so on and so forth. So go ahead and paste all of that. And then after that, you send it to ChatGPT. That can go ahead and understand your project clearly. So it analyzes the image. And then it says your project is running on 574, which means 573 was occupied. Remember that 573 was opened by our PowerShell, which right now we don't need. So I'm going to go ahead and close it. So we're going to be left with VS Code. So we're going to stage 2. Build the main app layout. Open a second PowerShell window inside the project for a run. So it says keep npm running and open another one. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this. If it says keep npm, this is the one already npm which is running on. So I'm going to go ahead and open another terminal or another PowerShell. Then I'm going to go ahead and paste this. So once you press that, press the enter button. Then to go ahead and do that. It has worked in the background. That should open the project in VS Code. So I'm already in VS Code, did know that. So delete everything inside it and paste this. Open app tsx. So we're going to locate this app.tsx and we're going to delete everything and paste this. So I'm going to go to public app, this one, app.tsx. You can see src app.tsx. Once you confirm that's the right folder here, we're going to just copy this and delete everything and replace with that. So I'm going to go ahead and you can write Ctrl A, Ctrl C. However, for me, I'm just going to go ahead and do this, delete everything, and then I'm going to paste this. And once you do that, it does not save automatically. Make sure that you save. So I'm going to go ahead and file, then I'm going to click save. And then definitely, since it is running straight away, we expect a change here. As you can see, it has already changed for us something. So for that, you can also send it a screenshot, but let's go ahead and continue doing what it has done. So open index.css and delete everything and paste this. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this. Then I'm going to go to index.css, which is this. And I'm going to delete everything and I'll paste this. So once you paste and you save, it automatically refreshes the background. So when you open it here, you can see that it has actually changed. And right now it is pretty wonderful already. We're just in the beginning stage 2, but you can see the invoice generator is already perfect. So go ahead and continue everything. So it says after copying that and pasting, the next thing is Okay, save both files with Control S. Whenever I go to file, then save. What we just did, we haven't added the invoice logic yet. We have put the visual foundation, which we can see already here, the visual foundation of it. Everything looks very perfect. So your browser should automatically change from this. However, right now it thinks I'm a total beginner. However, me I already know these things, so that's why it's guiding me slowly by slowly, so that you can also get to understand the concept. That it will open your browser at this. However, first we've already opened our browser. The Vite starter should be changed to something resembling a real invoice generator software as a service. Once the new interface, send me a screenshot. Next, we'll make those inputs actually control the invoice preview live. So, as it has requested, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Send it a screenshot. Just go ahead and copy everything. Whichever snipping tool you have, just go ahead and send it. If you can screenshot in another way, but me, this is a simpler way. Open snipping tool. After that, just come and paste it here, and it will automatically be pasted on ChatGPT. Once that is done, go ahead and click send. So ChatGPT goes ahead and analyzes for us the image, and it says thus far we have reached, and it gives me the next step. So this looks clean already, exactly the direction we want. The layout is working properly. So now we'll make it feel like a real app instead of a mock-up. Right now you can see it is just a mock-up. We can do it details, but when we go to maybe preview invoice, some buttons don't work, and actually it doesn't look that much responsive. So ChatGPT goes ahead and tells us make the form update the invoice to live. So for this stage, we're only wiring the information already on the screen that when you type Nile AI Solutions, another company name, the invoice on the right should change immediately. Right now, as you can see, the business name is Nile AI, but when we type, let me say, YouTube, it does not change automatically on the screen here. So that's what now we're going to be working on, so that can update in real time. So open src.app, replace everything with this. So go ahead and copy this, and we're going to open that one. Just told us app.tsx. Make sure that what is giving you, it is what you copy, and that is what you paste. So we're going to open app.tsx on our src. Then I'm going to go ahead and delete everything as it has commanded. Delete everything and press this new one. So once you press that, you just go ahead and save. Control S, whatever you want, but me, I go to file and then hit the save. So see, it says you do not need to touch index this time. The important bit is this. Important bit is this. So is our application state? Think of the state that it gives us more details, means whatever. If you want to read more about this, just go ahead and pause the video, so I will not waste much my time. So instead of hard coding this, our preview now shows invoice business name. So as you can see, it was before, it was in the background. However, right now, once I delete and I put YouTube, you can see it changes automatically in real time. That's already wonderful. We're just in the third stage. The numbers can be changed, and in real time, it also updates where? Updates of numbers, okay. But let me see. Bill to Acme Limited. So I'm just going to say this, and you can see it also changes in real time. That's already wonderful. So the UI reacts instantly. You can test it in the browser. We've already tested it, so I'll not go back to that. So you should see the right hand invoice update instantly without refresh. I've already shown you guys this how it works. So once that works and me working, next stage is the big one. We'll add product services, we'll add all that. So I'm just go ahead and tell it that is working. You can also send a screenshot, something I recommend, but for this purpose, I will not go ahead and send my screenshots into it. Just going to go ahead and click working, and then it will go ahead and send me the next step. So as you can see, it goes ahead and starts thinking. Doesn't take much time. Okay, so it's done. Stage 4, product services. So after this stage, the user will be able to add unlimited invoice items, enter product. But as you can see right now, once the user wants to add that transaction, for example, right now it is website development. There's even no option of adding it. But later on, we shall see how we can be changed. So enter product, enter description, and all those. So open SRC app, replace the whole file with this. So just go ahead and do what it tells you. Don't say because we already updated it, don't need. This is a new version and it comes with new changes. So we're going to go to app, which is this very one, and we're going to replace everything with the new one. Go ahead and Control A and delete everything. However, now prepare that, and then I'm going ahead and paste this. So let me say this file is deleted. What do you expect? These files are all important. So once let me say I've saved an empty one, we'll go ahead and say that so I refresh that, it will not show anything because I've deleted the whole file. So let me go ahead and paste that. Hope you understand what we just did. I was just showing as a sample. So once we save that, in real time, we expect to see something back, which is this. And you can see the website development part can be changed. So let me say web app and be changing in real time. Okay, we can even add another item and so on and so forth. Doesn't look premium that much, but we shall go ahead and change that. So after that, we are going to add the styling. Go to the bottom of SRC index and add this. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that. And then we're going to go to index.css, which is this one. Then we go to the bottom as it has commanded us. Go to the bottom. Then I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste this thing here. So after that, we're going to save. And I think the buttons which were looking ugly are now working well. Perfect. Everything now is okay. The buttons I was thinking that it's not nice, but now it's okay. So once that is done, save both files. What matters here, go ahead and pause the video if you want to read that, but I will not waste much of your time. Once all three are done, add remove, tell me working. So let's go in real time. Let's go ahead and copy that, and we're going to tell it working. Then we're going to add the VAT tax. So if that's what you want in your Invoice Generator, you can stop from there. However, now let's go ahead and add more things. So far, you can see we have worked for less than 20 minutes and everything is looking very premium. It's updating in real time, live preview and everything. So after that, go ahead and working great. Now we complete the calculation engine. So it tells us to update the invoice data type in SRC find. So as you can see, it has told us to find some info of some file. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this. We're going to find where this one is in this app.tsx. So app.tsx, I'm going to go and Control F. You can use your keyboard. I'm going to just show you guys in real time. So Control F, and drop this a little bit here. So Control F, and then the finder will come here, somewhere here. Control F. Using your PC, you can go to the keyboard. So I'm just going to hit Control V, press this one here, and then as just so that's what has found it. And you have to make sure that you choose one of one. If you choose one of two, go ahead and see the exact one. So it says find this one, which is that, and add these fields near the bottom. So go ahead and copy that. So the end of the type should full like this. So near the bottom, we're going to add this tax rate before the closing. That is somewhere here. Go ahead and press that, and you can see it should show something like this. It shows something like this, as you can see, tax rate, discount type, before due date and string, tax rate comes in, and it's before due date and string, tax rate comes in. So that is it. Go ahead and save it. Then we go ahead and the next thing, inside add this inside. So go ahead and also copy find where this one is located. I don't know why. You can also tell it to just send you the whole code, but as you can see, inside this, one of one, add this. So I'm going to go ahead and look for anywhere here, and I'm going to go ahead and paste it somewhere here. Okay. So go ahead and you save it also. For the next one, I used 18% just as a useful starting VAT example. As you can see, it gave us 18%. So the user can change it to anything, including 0. So update our update field function. Right now, it only accepts strings. Find. So go ahead and copy this. We're going to find where this one is located. And we're going to head up, paste that. And you can see it is this one. So it tells us find this whole file from const to where the bracket opens. So go ahead and copy that from here to here, as you can see. So it says replace it with this. So once you've copied that, and go ahead and Control V. But if I'm going, just go ahead and paste that. Or you can delete everything and then you paste a new one. Save it, just in case we don't forget to save. So It allows the same function to save numbers such as VAT and discount, add the calculations. So find the existing subtotal. We're seeing the same file, so I'm going to go ahead and find where this one is. Copy. Just follow the instructions according to what it says. Paste that there, and then we're going to find this, as you can see, up to here. So I'm going to go ahead and find this up to here. Copy it. Then you come and see immediately underneath it. Paste. Just say don't replace by underneath it. This is the important logic. So underneath that, we're going to paste this one. So once it closes here, I'm going to just go ahead and add some space here. And then I'm going to go ahead and paste that here. Control S, we're going to save that. So this is a simple the invoice. Then add the adjustments. Place this new card after the product and services card before the section. So I don't know where that product is. Let's just see if we can find it. And after the products and services card, go ahead and maybe search products if it is there. Product and services, this is it. Okay. So I'll not much go into it. I'm just going to tell it I can't find because it didn't tell us where to look for. So I'm going to just go ahead and say I can't find. I can't find this, but let's go ahead and let me not waste much of our time. You can also do this. You can say, I'm just going to go ahead and copy this instead of it wasting our time. Do this step-by-step process. Let's go ahead and copy everything. And we're going to prompt it to send us a complete file with everything. Instead of us going through back and forth. So I'm just going to say here is a complete file. Update everything and send me a replacement. This is it goes ahead and does that. Instead of us going back and forth, we just go ahead and ask for the whole thing. Then you can run it in our PC. But as you can see, so far it's not looking bad. You can also change this colors if you want to. So go ahead and press this. Yes, I checked the complete app you sent, item logic and subtotal already in place, and you had started adding the new tax discount, but the form controls you were not yet connected to this calculation. This is now what it had given us that would not go further into this last one that we couldn't find. So once it generates for us, I'm just going to go ahead and copy this and I paste that side. So for now, let me just go ahead and delete all this. And then I wait for its code to finish generating. And then so once it is done, go ahead and copy this. And I'm going to go ahead and post it here. So after that, we're going to go and save it. And as you can see, I think it is now everything is okay. So one more thing, add the new CSS. You uploaded the file was TypeScript component. So after replacing up, go to the button of CSS, index.css and paste this. So as you can see, it doesn't look that nice. Let's go ahead and add CSS and we see how it changes. So index.css, look for it here, which is this. And as just said, add it where? Go to the bottom and paste this. So go ahead and add a row here. Then you're going to go ahead and paste that. So go ahead and save. Also, there's an application that you want me to develop in real time. Go ahead and put in the comment section, and then I'm going to go ahead and create a more detailed video about it. So once that is saved, go ahead and save this. Okay. Also cleaned up your TypeScript. So once this loads without error, send me a screenshot. Next, we do payment details, not PDF yet. So as you can see, everything is working very well. Everything is working very well. So I hope all of you guys have gotten the concept of how we can develop this. So now, without much more say, I say send me a screenshot and I'll do the next thing. So I'm just going ahead and create the screenshot. And I don't want to waste much time. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you to create each and everything to avoid all this back and forth, as long as you've gotten the idea of how to create it. So I'm going to go ahead and ask GPT everything. So I'm going to tell you to just bind everything, arrange it everything, send it to us, and we just replace and run. So once that is it, you're going to go ahead and enter that, and ChatGPT will go ahead and analyze what we have. It has given us the code, so it knows all the codes, and then it will go ahead and bundle all this thing and send us the complete file so that you can just run it out and then we test. So after working for around 3 minutes, it goes ahead and says done. I package the complete finished invoice flow, build it into one zip. It includes everything. Go ahead and pause the video if you want to. So I'm just going to download the complete invoice in a zip file. Because we change depends for the PDF generator, do this after extracting. Stop the current server, then replace the files. So it says first do this because we change depends, do this once after extracting. Control C. Control C here closes our terminal. Go ahead and close that terminal, which whatever terminal is running, so not running. This one is not running, but this one is. So go ahead and close this one by controlling Control C. Okay. Control C. Okay. So that closes it. So after that is done, we'll go ahead and after extracting, then we'll go ahead and run this. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy this invoice complete, which is the, just copy everything. Copy. I'm going to go ahead and paste now a very folder, which was the Invoice Generator. Where is this? This one. So I paste this here. Then to tell us to replace around 8 files, go ahead and replace the files in the destination. So it goes ahead and replaces what we already have. So it tells us after that we're going to open a PowerShell there and run install, which is this. We install whatever it has been created for us or whatever it has generated for us. So as you can see, the small icon, go ahead and copy that. And then the next command is run.dev, npm run dev, which is going to go ahead and run the project for us. So after that is done, I'm going to go ahead and paste that. After it has worked, I'm going to go ahead and paste the next one, which is run dev, and goes ahead and runs that. Well, you can see there's some small error here. So I'll just go ahead and copy the whole thing and I paste ChatGPT. So it is from here. It is from here. Once you get a small error, go ahead and paste in ChatGPT. Control C. Then I'm going to go ahead and paste it here. So after that, send it to it. It will know what to do. You don't have to know what to do. As long as you get some red errors, go ahead and paste that there. Then it will inspect the whole problem and then it will give you a solution for this. Yep, I see the problem. The zips package JSON is missing, but your system is still imported. That's why I write. Don't replace anything else from the start, from the same folder run. So I'm going to go ahead and run this. So one thing was missing that it did not install. So I'm going to just go ahead and copy that, paste it there on the prompt, on the terminal, to go ahead and run that and install for us that plugin. So then after that, then we're going to tell us that after that is done, after installation is done, then we're going to go ahead and run this. So wait for installation to get done. As you can see, it is done. So 10 packages are looking for one critical. Go ahead and right. I do this, I press this by right clicking. So once you right click, you press enter, then it will go ahead and run. So now it will give us another localhost link. So I'm not going to this one. This is another one. As you can see, when if you refresh, it is not there. So it gave us a new one, which is 3. So I'm just going to do that and enter that. So once that is done, as you can see, it has generated each and everything that we might need. So the user can enter everything, thanks for business, and everything will show here. There's even a preview where you can preview the whole invoice. There's a download link where you can download the whole as a PDF. Once I've saved it there, and you can open it in a new. This is how it will look. So that should immediately restore the missing React plugin, and also don't run this right now. The critical, just send me whatever appears after that. If another error appears, paste it and we'll fix it directly. You want to start the build. So however, you can see it is working properly. So you can just go ahead and screenshot this and send it to it. That can confirm that we are done with our application. Also, you can even also send it to the command prompt, the terminal, what the terminal says, Control C. Just copy that and paste it here. It can actually know that we are done with the process. So as you can see, this is a very modern invoice generator that can actually compete with other invoice generators. For example, let me try Googling invoice generators. Open Google. Invoice generators online. So we can see this as sponsored. I'm going to ignore sponsored. So let me open like 1, 2. We see how we are different from them. So there's this one that you actually also you add your logo, invoice, whatever, and then you can also download. And then there's the second one, which is also this one. You can also change the color. However, the beauty of it is that ours you cannot break it. What ours will do is that you just add it here and it will reflect there in real time. For example, we can upload our logo. Just go ahead and look for any gallery image here where we might have. Let me take this. This is a screenshot. So it reflects here in real time. Go ahead and change the company name, the email, the phone number, the bill to everything. Then you can go ahead and download the PDF, or you can preview, or you can refresh, and then you get a new one. Start a fresh invoice. This will replace the current one. This is something that these people don't have, and this can guarantee you ours looks very modern compared to this one versus ours, which ours makes it look like a real invoice. So okay, and usually this one does request, but how ours is very professional. So the full build is now currently running, and the screenshot confirms the PDF works. So you can have multiple variable, everything that you might need. For the video, I'll stop coding here. Your next practical step is deployment, probably Vercel, which should take only a few minutes. So I think let me deploy this one so that right now we can also access it even to the person outside there. After this video, I think I will link it down below. So let's go ahead and deploy. And it has suggested for us that we use Vercel, as you can see, probably Vercel. So I'm just going to go ahead and deploy in Vercel. So I'll press enter. So I'm going to provide that link also in the description below, as I was saying before, but you can go ahead and test it yourself, use it, and then you can also go ahead and create your own. So yes, we'll do that the fastest way, clean up the GitHub. So you must have a GitHub account. So every future push can redeploy automatically. Vercel supports Git connected deployment and will build the repo from where it. So inside this, so I'm going to go ahead and run. Just follow instructions. That's the only thing you need. So I'm just going to go ahead and stop this from running the server with Control C. Then I'm going to go ahead and test that build, enter, and then goes ahead and builds for us. So once that is done, I'm going to open our GitHub here, github.com, and then I'm going to open also Vercel.com, just to be standby, so that when it asks me, I don't waste a lot of your time researching and all that. So this is it. I'm going to go ahead and this checks that the production built in. So not having run, send me the terminal result, then we'll create or push the GitHub repo and connect it to Vercel. So it is done. I'm going to go ahead and copy this, what it says. Remember, we started from here. So go ahead and control that, Control C, close this. I'm going to Control V it here, paste it here, close this. Right, so it knows the output that has been given us, then it goes ahead and polishes for us this thing so that we can push it to GitHub. So it's, as you can see, preparing the production build pass. Okay, be sure the message only one no failed. So next stage, instead, run these commands. So we can run it one by one, or we can run it all at a go. Whatever for me now, for our case, we already know how to run this thing one by one. Go ahead and place all that. It goes ahead and does everything for us. Press enter, completes the thing. Then we go ahead and then run git status. Right click, press that, gives us everything. Don't even care about the words. ChatGPT, we shall paste the code and to understand that. So it's something like on branch, nothing to commit. And as you can see, on branch master, nothing to commit, work metric clean. So that's exactly what it says. If this says the branch is called master, that's fine too for now. Stop there, send me the terminal result, then we create the GitHub repository, push this exact project and import it to Vercel. So go ahead and copy that. everything that has told us, that is from somewhere here. Control C, close this, and I'm going to go ahead and paste it here. And ChatGPT will understand that everything is working on perfectly. We go ahead and deploy this thing on GitHub, then to Vercel, and then we can also do it on a subdomain. So, with the GitHub, okay, setup instructions. Okay, perfect. This is clean. So now do this next step. We're going to go ahead and whatever it tells is what you do exactly. So we are on real time. Do that. That's that. So then on GitHub, create a new repository, name it Invoice Flow. So as you can see, tell that on GitHub, we're going to create a new one. Then you name that GitHub is here. Create a new one, new repository. Then we're going to name it Invoice Flow. So as it says, choose public or private, either works with Vercel. So however, for my case, I'm going to choose it to public. We'll leave it at public. And then do not add readme or so it says do not add this or license. So it's here, do not add this, no, on license. Then I'll go ahead and create the repository. So once that is all working, after GitHub creates, come back into PowerShell and run. So go ahead and copy this. So as you can see here, GitHub has created already. So I'm going to go ahead and come this as I said. After GitHub creates it, come back to PowerShell and run this. So go back to our terminal, paste all of this there. Then you go ahead and click the enter button. Then it will do that. So replace your name with your GitHub username. This is something that I did not read before. So I'm going to go ahead and paste this. It says replace with the username. So here, and username. My username is, as you can see, it's Titus O. That's my username, Titus O. So I'm going ahead and do that. Go ahead and copy this link. Then we'll go ahead and paste it here. So it says Titus O invoice.git, which is this one exactly. So that after that, we're going to go ahead and copy this. And we might have an error here. It says it's not found. So because our username was supposed to replace something I did not. So go ahead and let me just open a new terminal and we complete this. Oh, I didn't complete. Go ahead and copy this. Paste that. Then it does that. So as you can see, it has found Titus O here. Remote origin already exists, so they added. So I don't know what could be the problem, but however, we have our AI. Control this and paste it here so I can understand that we might have run into a problem that can correct us. Paste that there, and then you go ahead and also copy this, that is the right link, and then you paste it somewhere here. You even tell it is our right link. Paste that. So AI will go ahead and verify and tell us what the problem is. So that is the correct repo and verified it exists. The problem is just that your local origin is still pointing to the old placeholder URL. So tell us run this. So go ahead and run that. Enter. Then after that, then verify it. So that was removing the old one. Verifies it, and then after the verification stage, should see this, which is exactly what we see. Fetch and push, which is this, fetch and push. Then push. Then after that should work. Once the push succeeds, we go straight to Vercel and import and deploy. So it has worked. So we can go ahead and copy this very terminal output, or we can just tell AI it is working. Go ahead and copy this. Control C. I'll paste it here. Close this. Then I go ahead and enter. So once that is done, once that push succeeds, we go straight to Vercel and deploy. So I think it is successful. We have already deployed it. Even when you refresh here, go ahead and refresh, and you will see that our files are already on GitHub. So perfect. GitHub is done. Your main branch is now pushed successfully. Now go to Vercel, which is already opened here, and then click add new project under GitHub. Find. So I already linked my GitHub to my Vercel. So once you can see add new, I will expect everything to work very well. So add new project was already linked up, but however, if you're not linked up, you're going to click sign up. Then you're going to go ahead and sign up with GitHub. So once says, so it gives us which is 1 minute ago, this one. So go ahead and import it here right now, which we have just worked on. Go ahead and import that now. So it will tell us everything. Go ahead and see what here said. We will click import. But says current on the configure project screen. Use project name is Flow, which is which is this one. Project name is Flow. Invoice flow. Framework should be Vite. Framework Vite. Okay. Application. Okay. What is okay? So directory should be this slash, which is I think okay. If it is not, you go ahead and change. Build command should be that. So go ahead and build an output. Build command is this already. Then output directory is this. Output directory is this, okay. And then install command, we leave it to default, which is install command, we're going to leave it to default. Right. So we have no environment variable, so leave that section empty. Then click deploy. We don't have this one, so we're going to leave it empty. We're going to click deploy next. So Vercel will do this thing, pick the file from GitHub and go ahead and deploy it. And then Vercel should install packages, run the build, and give you a live URL. From then on, pushes to the Git repo. It can trigger new deployments automatically. If invoice flow does not appear in GitHub, click configure and grant Vercel access. Send a screenshot of this. We have passed all this. So you can see we're going to you just deployed. So they deployed. Go ahead and continue to deployment. Then this is our live link, and this is our domain. So you can even copy this and paste it here, and then it will run our beautiful invoice. So this is live. You can go ahead and copy this URL. However, also I'm going to guide you on the step-by-step process and how you can get a domain. So let me first screenshot this and send to ChatGPT. Status is done. And I'm going to tell it also, I want to connect on a live domain. I want to connect this to a domain, to a subdomain in Hostinger. So I want it also to guide me how we can create this in a subdomain. So once it is deployed, already knows that yes, our app is already deployed. This took very long, short while. Yeah, since the app is already live on Vercel, connect to Hostinger domain is straightforward. I use something like invoice.titus or invoice. These are all my domains. So let me open Hostinger. So depending on which brand you want this under, first in Vercel, go to your invoice project domain.